Good morning, everybody. So good to see you back in my normal place. And thanks for showing up with me. I really appreciate it. If you're watching the live, hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, as always. Today we're going to talk about something really interesting. And I think it's going to kind of set us off on a series of exploring different idioms, which is really fun. Idioms are real. They are energetically, they're literal. And when we use those idioms, we're invoking kind of like the meaning of those idioms for ourselves, and really looking forward to exploring even more of these. So tune in, stick with us. We're 9:30-ish, Monday through Friday, Eastern time. So if you're catching the replay, because it's too early for you to wake up, I totally get that. But if you want to catch the live, that's when we do it. All right. Before I get started, one thing I really wanted to bring up here is we're going to have a challenge on Monday, and I just hadn't really kind of sorted out what that's going to look like, and I have. So we're going to have another scheduled live later today to explain what the challenge is. It starts tomorrow. It's very exciting. So stay tuned for that, and I'll send out an event for that so that you can get the reminder on it. So the concept of happy wife, happy life has less to do with the female gender and more to do with the divine feminine, although the female gender tends to embody the divine feminine quite easily. So how do I say this? The divine feminine in a household, right? So if you're looking at a household as a place, a home is an extension of our unconscious and conscious and subconscious. Our total consciousness is expanded in our home. So the reason that this works this way, so you have that, right? And like everything that goes on in your home is partially an extension of your consciousness, of your subconscious and unconscious. And if you have two people who are kind of the role players, the leads of the household, right? Like husband and wife, mother and father, whatever it is. They just take on different flavors of the energies that create the consciousness of the home. So the divine feminine side is, if you think about yin and yang, right? Yang is everything that's obvious right in front of you. Yin is the structure of everything. Yin is the behind the scenes stuff. And the divine feminine is very much a behind the scenes type of divinity, but that's also what makes it so powerful, right? If you've ever watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the man is the head of the household, right? But the woman is the neck that turns the head. That's kind of the way that the divine feminine works, is the feminine is permeating everywhere. So happy wife, happy life has more to do with the masculine making a nod towards the fact that they don't really understand everything that kind of goes on, but they know there's some kind of intuitive woo-woo stuff that's happening that they need to make sure that they're responding to. Because when the feminine person, right, and this could be like if the man is the one who stays home and does the feminine types of energetic things, then that might be the man. So I'm not talking about male and female, I'm talking about masculine and feminine. So when the feminine side permeates through everything. So if the feminine has an ouchie somewhere, right, there's like some kind of right, drop a rock on your foot. Something is bothering the feminine. As the person who is channeling and being the feminine energy of the household, that subconscious mind is going to permeate, right? So If the feminine has like a pain point that's going on, it's going to come out in different places too. And so there's a blessing and a curse here, right? Great power, great responsibility. The divine feminine in a household maintains everything. But also the divine feminine is responsible to maintain everything, right? When you are, if you are hurting, if you are not taking care of yourself, and you're the one who's kind of the holder of that position, if you are not taking care of yourself, your subconscious and your unconscious mind, then you are going to inadvertently start fights, you're going to inadvertently do stuff, get upset about things. So taking care of yourself, and for some people, they have a really hard time even knowing what it looks like to take care of themselves, right? That's why we have this group. But taking care of yourself is so important in that. Taking care of your subconscious mind is so important for the people, especially for the people who are holding the divine feminine in the household. Because if it's over here, and you're pained about this thing over here, and then you've got this other thing coming up, and you have not dealt with this pain that you have, whatever its source is. It could be, right, from childhood. It could be from past life stuff. It could be from, or pre-earth stuff. It could be from ancestral stuff. If you have this pain or this block or this frustration, and this person over here is asking for your help and wanting something, and you have not taken care of this part of you, you are going to react in a poor manner. You're going to accidentally say something that is very mean. It's entirely possible, right? If we're hurting, we're more reactive. If we're hurting, we're more attacking. If we're hurting, we act more out of anger, passive aggression, frustration, rage, and especially passive aggressive, right? I do so much for you. Why do you always ask for stuff? It has nothing to do with how much you do for people. What it has to do with is that this pain over here has not been addressed, and the poison from the pain is seeping into the rest of your life and to the rest of your subconscious. And part of it is happy wife, happy life doesn't mean someone else is supposed to make you happy. You are supposed to take care of yourself every day. Because if you don't, you could hurt somebody by accident, right? If you don't, you could emotionally hurt somebody. If you don't, you won't feel honored and valued and taken care of because you don't feel like you should or would or can take care of yourself. So if you are having trouble taking care of yourself or letting yourself really be part of giving yourself time and space, if you reframe it in, I can take care of my family by taking care of myself first, then they're going to be better off. They really are. They're better off if you take care of yourself and not resent them for the fact that you're ignoring yourself. Okay? Happy wife, or happy divine feminine, happy life. It's your responsibility. It's no one else's. There's no chance that someone else can make you be happy. No chance. It does not work that way. So that is my little bit of inspiration for you. This afternoon, or probably, I have to check my calendar. It's probably going to be like 1 o'clock my time. I'll announce the challenge on a live video. So this way, if you are in Eastern or Western, on the West Coast or Mountain Time, you can be there to participate, to see the challenge. It'll still be recorded, and the recording will be up. It's a 1 month long challenge, so there's lots of room for playing with it, and I really think it's going to change your life drastically between here and all the way to the 8th of August, and then beyond, right? The stuff that we do to prepare to ride this wave, like we're surfers, oh, it's going to be beautiful. So please, remember to put that on your calendar when that calendar appointment comes out, And I will see you this afternoon or this later today. Have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching.